What's going on, world? It's your boy KJ and Los. Welcome to JHouze Radio, episode 19, your variety podcast for music, film, pop culture, and such. How's it going, Los? How you doing today, man?
Aloha. I'm doing good. I have an interesting weekend. I have my nephew this weekend.
Awesome.
So the deal was that if he comes up here, I would teach him how to DJ and give him my old DJ gear.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I spent a good chunk of the afternoon teaching him how to DJ.
Okay.
So I started him out with what I call wedding music. Songs that are like songs that are 5 to 10 years old. That that are like old dance music, like Party Rock, I'm in Miami, bitch. A whole bunch of Pitbull. Nice. So I started showing him how to mix with that music. Okay. Then I moved to reggae. Then I'll show him a little house music. I showed him an a cappella, and then I started showing him modern music and how all the skills that I just showed him work in modern music. And I did some mixes he didn't think would work. And he was like, oh shit, it works. I'm like, yeah, same techniques. And he was really surprised. Like I guess he expected something else. Yeah. I guess he expected different technique for different music, but it really is the same thing. DJing only has so many tricks.
Awesome. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you could teach me some skills, man. One day.
Bro, I've told you, whenever you want to learn, I'll teach you.
Nice.
But the only thing that sucks about DJing is people will categorize you according to your race. So people expect me to be like, I'll play all the Spanish music for you, sir. Or if not, if they think I'm Hawaiian, they're like, this ain't a fucking luau.
Oh, yeah, right? Where's your Hawaiian shirt, buddy?
Exactly. And with you, they'll be like, oh, you're a hip hop DJ. You're like, excuse me? No.
Yeah, right. But that's good though. My weekend was it was pretty laid back. I had a wedding to go to this weekend, so that was fun.
Oh, my condolences.
Yeah, I know. I hate going to weddings. I hate it.
Listen, I hate weddings for one simple reason.
Why is that?
You have to you go to the wedding and you look at like everything and you're like, oh shit, these people probably spent about 150 each for each one of the guests. You write a check for 300. Here you go.
Nah, right. Exactly. But that was pretty fun. And my son is getting sick, so he's sick today.
Oh man, poor kid.
My allergies are killing me, so I'm kind of feeling it. So it's one of those days. I was actually this close from like not streaming today. I was this close.
Oh really?
So, yeah, because I was really feeling it earlier. I was like, I thought I was getting a cold, but I think it was just allergies. Honestly, I think it was allergies, so I should be good. Other than that, let me see what else happened. My Jets won today, so that's great. We're on a 2-game winning streak. So if we win every game from here on out, there's a small chance that we might still go to the playoffs, but I doubt it.
Sorry, my dog's looking at me. Bro, you never know. Miracles do happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jesus might believe in the Jets. You never know.
He just might. All right, so I'm going to jump into my PWL. What I'm playing right now, surprisingly, I'm jumping back into, not jumping back into, but I'm jumping into Minecraft for the first time. I keep hearing about it. I know. I see the face. I kept hearing that there's been a lot of new changes. And honestly, what it is that I wanted something different. I wanted to play something that was just totally out of my comfort zone and just experiment a little bit. And it's actually a pretty cool, just like relaxing game on like those days where you just want to just do nothing and just chill out for a minute. It's cool to just jump into it and play it for like an hour or two and whatever. So that's something that I'm playing with my son right now. I want to jump into the new Star Wars Fallen Order, but I'm going to wait till I finish off some games first in my backlog. It looks really good. It got a lot of great reviews from everybody. A lot of people are streaming it.
What, the Mandalorian awesome. You're talking about?
No, the new Star Wars game. It's called Star Wars Fallen Order.
I don't even know about that.
Yeah, it just came out on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's one of the first Star Wars games that has nothing to do with, with like the Jedi stories or like the Sith stories, anything like that. It's like literally its own little like world, basically, and it looks interesting.
The thing that Star Wars needs to expand past the Jedi, I just kind of think they need, I just kind of feel like Star Wars stories are very narrowed and they don't really have much to talk about other than the Jedi or the Empire or the First Order, whatever it's called this week.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it looks good. It looks interesting. I mean, I didn't really spoil myself with the story too much, so I don't know really too much about what's happening. I want to wait till I actually start playing it and see what happens from there.
Okay.
What I'm watching The Mandalorian. I'm going to talk about more of that in the show notes later on when we talk about Disney Plus.
Actually, I want to talk to you about us doing a review of it for Patreon.
Okay. Oh,
So,
kind of like a spoiler cast, almost, kind of.
Yes, very much a spoiler cast, because I was actually saving the first 2 episodes for tonight.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Oh, the second episode's already out. I didn't even watch it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, I gotta watch that later on. What I'm listening to is very weird, very different.
But also, the story behind why it's the Mandalorian and not Boba Fett, right?
No, I don't actually.
You don't? Okay.
I don't know that.
So once you're done with your PWL, then I'll go.
All right, awesome. What I'm listening to right now, I am listening to Christmas music. I am listening to Christmas music. I don't know why, man. Like the minute Halloween is over, I'm like immediately in the Christmas spirit, and I randomly just play Christmas music when I'm cleaning up or when I'm cooking. I don't know why, but I'm a sucker for Christmas, man. I'm a sucker for it.
Really?
Yeah, that's just how I am. What about you? What are you playing? What are you watching? What are you listening to, if any of the three?
What I'm playing is Looney Tunes World of Mayhem.
Interesting.
I think I mentioned it before, but it's basically kind of a turn-based battle game where Looney Tunes characters fight other Looney Tunes characters.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
It is. It's entertaining, but it's one of those games where you play 1 or 2 rounds, put down, you pick up a day or two later. Like, it's one of those games you play for fun, even though you can join a guild, you can do this, that, and the other thing with it. But I'm just like, what do I got to do to make my guy hit harder? Okay, I'm doing that.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. Watching, I'm not really watching anything new because I'm waiting for The Expanse. I'm waiting for Star Trek Picard. I'm waiting for Star Trek Discovery.
Okay.
So I'm not really watching anything. I'm rewatching Stargate Atlantis only because it showed up in my my Amazon video queue. So I've been kind of rewatching that TV show.
Okay.
And I'm pulling a KJ. I'm listening to 90s stuff for this past week.
Really? I'm rubbing off on you.
No, you know what it is on my satellite radio in my car, I've been kind of actually, you know what? Let me retract that. Let me say that I've just I had it on in my car, all the satellite radio for 90s.
Okay.
So I've been kind of listening to it as I'm driving, but I downloaded a new book from Audible. The books from the Expanse series, I'm now on book number 5.
Okay, awesome.
Really, really, really hooked on the books. Mm-hmm. TV show's great. TV show's awesome, but there are differences between them.
Yeah.
And I hate to be the ones to actually say this. The books are better than the TV show, but the TV show is awesome. Yeah, man. Because it's the little things that you kind of wish they'd get into detail with is in the book.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes you be more invested in it,
Yeah. It's kind of funny you say that because a lot of people always say, oh, when it comes to movies and books, they always say the book is always better.
Not always. But in this one case, definitely.
Do you have a random fact for this week?
If you degland the skunk, it acts very much like a cat when you have it as a pet.
How do you degland a skunk? How do you do that?
Well, there are glands in its tail that shoot out all the smelly stuff.
Really?
You can literally capture a skunk, bring it to a vet, knock it out, and
take the glands off.
And then it can't squirt you with the stinky stuff.
Wow. But how weird would that feel to have a skunk? Even if he can't spray you, like wouldn't that still feel like weird?
But imagine that as a guard dog. Someone tries to go into your house, steal it, they see a skunk and they'll run.
Yo, that'll be the smartest. Hey, we just gave you guys some tips out there. If you don't want to have to be, responsible for a dog biting somebody, get a skunk, degland it, put it in your house. And then on the outside, of your house, actually, you don't even have to put like a warning. Like you want that to be like a surprise. So that'll be pretty dope. I like that
Yeah,
idea actually. I might actually take that idea. Awesome,
you never know.
awesome. My random fact is, and this is according to Game Informer. The Game Boy version of Tetris was the first game played in space. Um,
Really?
yeah, apparently in '93, aboard this I'm probably butchering these names.
Soyuz.
Soyuz TM-17 rocket, the MIR space station. It was played
Mir.
by, say, what
It's
is it?
pronounced Mir.
Mir? Oh,
Mir space
okay.
station.
Mir space station. Look at that. I'm learning something as I go. It was played by a Russian cosmonaut, Aleskern. It looks like it's supposed to be Alexander, but he's spelling it very differently. Obviously, in a Russian way. Alexander A. Serebrov. He was the first cosmonaut to play Tetris in space, and it was later on auctioned for $1,222. That game that was played in space. All right, so this is the part where we jump into our news topics. First thing that I want to talk about is the new Sonic trailer. Did you get to check that bad boy out?
Yes, absolutely.
I love the new look. I think it looks awesome. The new look actually makes me want to see the movie more now. I'm not going to lie. It looks really good, actually. I think the person that did Tyson Hess or Tyson Heese, I'm not sure how you say the last name. He actually redesigned Sonic. He worked on the Sonic Mania games. He worked on the cutscenes in the Sonic Mania games, and the studio called him along to come help them do the redesign. So
yeah,
looks awesome.
Here's the interesting thing about the redesign. It actually has less detail than the previous version.
But I think that's what makes it good.
No.
In my opinion.
He redesigned the eyes, length of the arms and legs.
Mm-hmm.
He actually has gloves on as opposed to white hands.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at his feet, he's actually wearing socks.
That's socks, really?
Yeah, he's wearing socks.
I gotta see that.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
What? If you go to the beginning of the trailer when he slides,
yeah,
you're gonna see he's wearing socks with his sneakers.
Oh.
And the original trailer, they oversaturated the color green of his eyes. Now the color green of his eyes lives in the same color space as the environment.
I'm really glad that you caught that. Like, that's a lot of crazy detail that I did not pay attention to.
Yeah. Not only that, what they did is in the previous version, his eyebrows weren't as expressive.
Yeah.
And now they're super expressive. So now they fit with the character, and his eyes fit with the character.
Yeah. I see that. I see that.
With his lightning, they really had it too bright. So it kind of blew out for no reason. Mm-hmm. And now with his lightning, it actually matches. It's not brighter than the sun. Originally had it brighter than the sun, so it would blow out.
Yeah.
But now it kind of looks like it lives in that space.
Wow, that's some great detail. I did not even catch some of that stuff, honestly.
He's a little shorter, okay, which works. And they had to redo a huge chunk of the motion capture because of the new model they use for Sonic.
Oh yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, I mean, especially for this fact that he's like shorter now, because that probably that would change a lot of the film with the way like the actors look, like where they're looking and things like that, and how things appear in the film. You might have to adjust a few things here and there just to make it appropriate for his height. Yeah. I just like the fact that I feel like what they were trying to do with the first design, I feel like they were trying to make it too realistic. They was like, oh, what is this?
Yes.
What would this look like in real life? Let's make it look like a real human. I feel like they were trying to make it too realistic. The fact of Sonic's look is cartoony, it's playful, and that's what he needs to be. And I feel like this design exemplifies that, honestly.
Plus, he was childish. Like he looked like a child in the video games.
Exactly.
And now he looks like has almost a kid body again. So it kind of makes him fit, the universe. And this trailer's funny.
It is. I was actually laughing. I was laughing. I was like, this is kind of funny.
The old trailer was it was mean spirited. That's what it felt like.
It did.
Like with him moving all the missiles and stuff, it just felt very mean spirited.
Yeah, I definitely like this design a lot better. Like even my daughter sat there and she was like into it. She was like, "Oh, Sonic," No, she was really into it. And I feel like that's going to also help a lot of kids recognize the character. Like they might recognize it from the original design, but maybe not as much because of how different he looked. Like this actually
Yeah,
looks like Sonic, you know?
he really does look like Sonic now.
So I'm looking forward to it. I was actually kind of impressed by Jim Carrey's performance in this trailer more than I was the first time. I guess maybe because they picked different scenes. But the first time I saw the trailer, I wasn't really impressed with Jim Carrey, but I thought he was kind of funny in this one, honestly.
The thing about Jim Carrey is I'm generally pretty impressed in almost everything that he's in.
Yeah.
He's a better actor than people give him credit for. I hated him in all the Ace Ventura movies. He was just annoying.
Overly obnoxious for no reason.
Yeah. But from The Mask on, I've pretty much loved everything he's been in.
Oh yeah. Oh, The Mask is awesome. Classic film.
Yeah.
Classic. So yeah, that's Sonic. Looking forward to that. When is that bad boy coming out? I need to pull that up.
I have no clue.
IMDb, where are you? You're my best friend. Screw it. All right, let me see. Sonic. I'm just gonna pull that up for you guys real quick. I think it's actually no, February 14th. Yeah, I forgot. It was supposed to come out, I think, this November, and when they pushed it back to February 14th, which is a very weird day.
They pushed it back so they can give the digital artist time to read.
Oh, okay.
Which was a smart move. Why rush it and make it look like crap?
Yeah. Another topic I want to jump into, man. Our guy Keanu Reeves is jumping into another franchise, and this time with SpongeBob. He's gonna be the tumbleweed. It's hilarious that he's playing the tumbleweed, but you know what? I feel like Keanu is in his point in his career where he's like, you know what? I'm gonna experiment with everything. I'm gonna be in games. I'm gonna be here. I'm getting back in the Matrix. He
should be on our podcast.
He should be on our podcast. So Keanu, man, the chair's still here waiting for you, man.
Seriously, we gotta find his publisher.
For real. I mean, I might not be able to offer you much. I can get you a JHouze t-shirt for free. But
do you know who I want to get on this show? Like seriously hardcore, and I could probably get in touch with him through Reddit.
Okay.
Zach Braff.
Who's that? Dak Braff? Who's that?
You ever seen Scrubs?
Yeah.
The TV show Scrubs?
Yeah.
JD.
Wait, who was JD again? Hold on, let me see. Who was JD?
The main character.
The white guy or the black guy?
The white guy.
Oh, let me see what he looks like. I haven't seen that show in so freaking long. Scrubs, JD.
Yeah.
Wow, the show came out in 2001. Jeez,
yeah, dude, but that show's still awesome.
Oh man, I need to go back and watch that. I really need to go back and watch that.
I hate the first episode, but episode 2 on, I love it.
JD.
You know what? I was thinking of getting in touch with him on Reddit and ask him to come on.
Does he currently do podcasts? Really?
Yeah, he'll go on this random, like he loves his fans and he loves to support them, and I gotta find his username. I think it's the real Zach Braff.
Okay.
And I want to go contact him and go, hey Zach, you want to help a struggling podcast out?
Hey, you know what? Why not? He's a Jersey native. He's from South Orange.
Not only that,
that's
the
crazy.
thing about him that I like is he was one of these people who grew up. He was an artist. He wasn't a jock.
Yeah.
So he's a lot like his character JD. He's from Jersey. He doesn't deny it. He's a filmmaker. He's a director. And I would love to get him on to talk about his filmmaking, more about his filmmaking and less about Scrubs.
Yeah.
The only thing I really want to say about Scrubs is I think it's super cool that him and Donald Faison are actual best friends in real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're actual best friends in real life. I think that's super cool.
Oh, that is
so that
cool,
chemistry
actually.
You see on screen is the real chemistry with them in real life.
Nice. Hey, if you can get him on here, that'll be dope. I would love to talk about some filmmaking stuff with that guy.
But seriously. One thing though, I want him to say Hooch is crazy.
Oh man, we're gonna work on that. You know what? That's your other homework assignment right there. Our next topic, we're gonna jump into Black Adam. Finally has a release date. Our boy Dwayne the Rock Johnson is gonna be Black Adam in this one. I'm looking forward to this.
About it.
Really?
I think it's just been so long waiting for it to actually happen.
Yeah.
That I'm just kind of meh about it.
I mean, I'm excited about it for the simple fact that it's a DC project, and I want DC to succeed. And I love damn, what was that? Shazam. Shazam was great. I love that film.
I
It was freaking
loved it.
hilarious. And
Loved it.
and that's why I'm looking forward to it because well actually is it just a Black Adam film or is it like a Shazam sequel with Black Adam?
No, it's a Black Adam film.
Oh, that's interesting. So
Yeah.
I wonder if Shazam's going to be in there like at all. It's probably just going to be like an
No,
origin
it's
story.
supposed to be his origin.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's supposed, and the thing is, like, for me, if you have one movie where he's just a hero, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But if you have one movie where he's a hero and a villain, by the end, I'm not too sure I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're going to go about this. Honestly, I mean, I think The Rock, he has great charisma, and having him and Shazam in a film whenever that happens, it's probably going to be some pretty good, some pretty good chemistry between both of them. Honestly,
You know what? I don't think they're gonna have good chemistry.
you don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think they're gonna have very bad chemistry, but I think that bad chemistry will lead to a great movie. Zachary Levi is a kid, like, at heart. That's why he's perfect for Shazam.
Yeah,
Um, he just knows how to, like, still be a kid and act like a kid, have that kid energy.
yeah,
While Dwayne is such a focused person on so many things, he's fun loving. He loves to joke around and things like that.
yeah,
But I just kind of think that because he's such a focused person, I don't think he can loosen up the right way.
yeah.
So I think him acting like a bully because he's so focused will work well with Zachary Levi being such a kid.
Oh yeah.
But as on-screen presence of them going, oh, I could see them hanging out, or I could see them any other thing, I don't see that happening.
So I mean, this is set to come out in December of next year, December 22nd of 2021. Actually, no, not next year, 2021. Wow. So we still got like another 2 years for this to come out. So
He's been waiting to do this almost 10 years.
really,
Yeah.
wow. Well, he's definitely been getting in pretty good shape for it. I mean, so we'll see how it turns out. All right. So another big actor jumping into it, a comic book / video game character, Mark Wahlberg, is looking to play Sully from the Uncharted games. Not sure if you played them before. Looks interesting. I mean, Sully is kind of a older character, so I think they're going to maybe do like an origin story because I think the guy that's playing Nathan Drake in this film, the guy that plays Spider-Man, what's his name?
Ooh.
Tom Holland.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom Holland is playing Nathan Drake, the main character from the Uncharted game series, and it's gonna be interesting. I think this one is coming out next winter as well, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it turns out.
Do you know who Nathan Fillion is?
The name sounds familiar. Who was that?
Well, Nathan Fillion did an Uncharted fan film. And
that's him. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I do know who he is then because I saw that.
Excellent for that part. They should have picked Nathan Fillion. He would have been perfect.
Well, there still may be a chance because what they're doing with this Uncharted film, I think, because being that they have Tom Holland playing Drake, I'm thinking that they're gonna have this be like an origin story. Because Nathan Drake in the game, he's about the same age as Nathan Fillion, pretty much. So this is going to be more like an origin story, and plus the character that what's the name is playing, Marky Mark is playing. He's like older, like he's like in his 50s, 60s. So this is definitely going to be like an origin story type of film. So I mean, if they plan on doing a sequel, a sequel, I can see a Fillion playing that character for sure.
I just don't like Marky Mark in a lot of films. I think he's just a very limited range actor.
Yeah.
He was great for Ted 1 and Ted 2. He was okay in Transformers. He was awesome in Brothers, but he's very limited range. He's not a great actor.
Yeah, and I can't really see him. I mean, I can't see him playing this role. I mean, I played all the games, and seeing him playing Sully is a little weird. I don't know. But we'll have to see how it turns out.
So I'm not that excited about him.
All right. So our last topic in our news section today, Beverly Hills Cop 4 is coming out, and Eddie Murphy is coming back for his role in this one. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how this turns out. Eddie Murphy is doing a lot of things on Netflix right now.
He's
But
also doing Coming to America too.
yes, I can't wait for that. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. That's a classic film. I think
Well, here's
that's
the
way
thing
overdue.
about Beverly Hills Cop. They were actually trying to do a Beverly Hills Cop TV show. They
Really?
they shot the pilot, and it was his son gets transferred to Beverly Hills from Detroit,
Uh huh.
and he was going to be a cop in Beverly Hills, and he's going to start fight crime and everything else, and blah blah blah. And supposedly you can find it on YouTube. I haven't been able to find it, but supposedly it's out there on YouTube.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Eddie's doing his thing. I don't know how I feel about a Beverly Hills Cop 4. I don't know if we really need that. Like, who wants that right now?
I didn't think we needed a part 3.
I didn't know if we even needed a part 2.
No, part 2 was good. Part 2 was good. You really can't knock part 2.
Yeah.
But part 3 terrible.
I feel like they're trying to ride this Eddie Murphy train right now. He just did Dolomite. What else did he do?
But here's the thing. You as an entertainer, you always want the next thing. And unfortunately, us as an audience, we want to see you in things we know already. I just want to see him do stand-up again. That's what I want to see.
Why not? Lola Brick said. Why I don't want to see another Beverly Hills Cop? I don't know. I mean, how long has it been since the last Beverly Hills Cop? Like years. Like it's been like
20 years, more than 20
about 20 years. So it's like, I mean, I guess for like a nostalgia purpose, maybe.
I want to see it. I want to see it more so to see if it is a train wreck.
Yeah, true. I want to see it more so because I want to see how Eddie performs that character now compared to,
I want to see if he's a captain now.
I think he would have to be. Like, it's been over 20 years almost. Yeah, you miss seeing him on screen. I mean, yeah, he's on.
Yeah, watch Pluto Nash and then tell me you miss seeing him on screen.
Oh my God. Pluto Nash. That was a train wreck. What was that, man? That was a train wreck.
That was him going, I need money. Please
that was
put
a
money
fluke.
in my hand.
I'd have to agree. Yeah, I didn't like that. But I mean, like I said,
No. I'm sorry. He has done a lot of bad movies.
Oh yeah, he has. I'm not gonna. Life was a good movie.
No, it
Life
wasn't.
was pretty good. You didn't like Life?
No, it wasn't.
I thought
No,
it was
it wasn't.
hilarious.
It wasn't.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we have to, Eddie Murphy hype train going on Netflix right now. So they're going to try to pump as much as they can out of him as they possibly can. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to segue to our show notes right now, and we're going to talk about some Disney Plus. Did you get to check it out yet?
No, my girlfriend has it, and she likes it. She loves it. Her little sister loves it, but I'm not ready to jump on the bandwagon.
I mean, they got a free trial. You can try the free trial for a week.
I'm going to wait for the Marvel TV series to come out, and then I'll try it.
Yeah, that was one thing I was a little upset about, is that when we got this streaming service, that we didn't have any Marvel stuff ready yet. Like, as far as the TV shows, I was a little upset about that.
They did a preview of the What If TV series already.
But like on the actual streaming service, or
no, they did some festival or whatever just happened. I saw it on Emergency Awesome, where they literally showed you a couple of clips from the What If. It's animated, first off.
Yeah.
The first episode is what if Peggy Carter became Captain Britain?
Oh yeah.
And Steve Rogers became the first Iron Man.
Ooh, interesting.
And Peggy and Steve Rogers are still in love. Even though Peggy could snap him like a twig, she still loves that little guy.
Hey, sometimes it's not always about how you look, man. It's about what's on the inside.
And the other episode they kind of highlighted was Marvel Zombies, where Captain America is a zombie and he goes Bucky.
I think I saw something about that, actually. Yeah. And I think I heard somewhere, I don't remember where I heard it from, but I heard that Iron Man is going to be obviously in this as well. And I heard that Tony Stark, what's his real life name?
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. I heard that he's going to be coming back in to do his voice for Iron Man.
So I think it's part of their contracts that they have to do the animated stuff. I like to officially say that actress who plays Peggy Carter, gorgeous.
Oh yes. Yes.
But Peggy, you know what really makes her gorgeous? She knows how to do that right. She's just classy, you know. No, seriously, like like you talk to her like not I mean like me personally, but like the way the character talks, the way the character acts, she's very classy.
Yeah.
And she's always a lady, no matter what she does. Even when she's whooping your ass, she does it in high heels.
You gotta love
Classy.
a
Love
lady
that
who can
character.
whoop your ass in some high heels, man. You gotta love it.
And intelligent, and she doesn't take shit from anybody.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, I tried out the free trial. It's $6.99 after that. The good thing that's
Now, is that $6.99 with Hulu and ESPN, or $6.99 just the Disney Plus part?
that's just for Disney Plus. I didn't get to check out the price with the whole package yet. I didn't get to look into that one yet. But the one thing that I think is going to be a major threat towards Netflix is that there is no tiers at all. Like, you know how Netflix has, I don't know the exact price, but let's say $5, whatever, $6 for the basic, $7 for 4K HDR, et cetera, et cetera. But on Disney Plus, $6.99 for everything, 4K HDR, 1080, whatever the hell resolution whatever you can do, $7 for
There's tiers on
everything.
Netflix?
Yeah,
I don't
they
know
have.
that. I just pay the whatever they charge me. I've been on there since I've been using Netflix since they did DVDs.
See, that's the thing. There wasn't always tiers. The tier thing started when 4K became like a big thing, 4K HDR. So the tier is still pretty new. But yeah, they have a basic package, just whatever price it is. And then they have a package that you pay for if you want 4K, and then a package for if you want 4K with multiple screens, et cetera, et cetera. But Disney, there's no tiers. It's one price for everything. That's it. And whatever your internet can handle is whatever resolution you'll get, basically.
Okay.
So I think, so do you think that Netflix has no choice but to get rid of their tiers now?
I think Netflix is going to be on a knife's edge for the next 2 or 3 years.
Agreed. Definitely agree with you on that one.
I personally won't get rid of Netflix, but I know many people who've already dumped Netflix for Disney Plus. For the sake of argument, let's say you dump it, right? You can be like, yo, I could talk to Lowe's. He'll probably give me his login.
Very true.
You know?
Very true.
So and that's the thing about the thing about all these services, for the exception of Amazon. You give out the password, to your buddies, and like 5 of you are watching the same Netflix account.
Yeah.
On Amazon, it's different because it's literally tied to your credit card.
Yeah.
So someone could sit there, they've logged in as you, they can start ordering shit and you get charged.
Yeah, I forgot about that, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know. I mean, it's to me, it's mainly for my daughter. It's mainly for my son. I watch a few movies on here, but most of the Marvel movies I already have. I watched The Mandalorian. I'm gonna jump into that in a minute. But that's mainly what I really wanted to watch it for. Most of the stuff I want to watch isn't on there yet. So I think a lot of people were a little upset about that because they were expecting all these shows to be on there day one, and they got Disney Plus, and it was just all the movies that they probably saw already, or just like all the kiddie stuff. And that's fine. But some of us older people who are over the age of 10 want to watch the Marvel shows, So,
but here's the thing. But you as a parent is the one who they designed it for. They literally said, hey, KJ, you've got kids? Look what we have to offer you.
Exactly.
Here you are for your little kids.
Exactly.
Once your kids are hooked and you can't get rid of it, then I'll give you your shows.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Think about the kids first. That's what Disney says.
Yeah. The streaming services that I have the biggest problem with are things like CBS All Access. Because no one wants to watch those old shows on a separate service, and then there's Star Trek, which, I want to watch Star Trek, but I don't want to pay $6 a month for one show. Now,
true.
If it was a Star Trek, if they offered it by itself, like $3 a month, you get to watch all the Star Trek you want all the time. I'll pay $3 a month for Star Trek all the time because I know when I go there, I'm watching one specific show. Yeah. But to sit there and try to watch all of CBS Plus is a pain in the ass because it doesn't work on my desktop.
Wow.
It barely works on my laptop, but it's amazing on my iPad and my phone.
Yeah, if you can't have an app that works on everything,
then I don't want it.
That's a killer for me because I want to be able to say, all right, I'm sitting at my desk. I want to watch a show while I'm work. I'm sitting on the couch. I want to watch it on my phone or what, you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to play it wherever. And if I can't play it wherever, Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go to Netflix, man, or
Yeah.
somewhere else. So
And if CBS All Access would offer you a discount to add it to your Amazon account, then I'd be like, yeah, for $4 a month, yeah, why not? Just throw it on there.
see,
Um,
that's one of the smart things that Disney Plus is doing. You know,
yeah. But the thing is, CBS All Access is still going to charge you the $6 a month, even if you just add it to your Amazon account.
really.
Yes, but if you watch it through Amazon, it works on your desktop.
That's weird, man. That's
It's just a
weird.
very bad idea. There's Star Trek is the only exclusive content being released there. Like, even if you would go so far as saying, okay, here are our shows, okay, you could watch Elementary, but in Elementary, you get a choice of watching the episode with director's comments or actors' comments.
Yeah.
Someplace you can only get that exclusively on CBS All Access. You can't get it on the DVDs. You can't get it on the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
You can't get it anywhere else. But here you go. If they flooded it with a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff,
Yeah.
where every episode gets a behind-the-scenes episode, I would think about it. Because now we have original content being pumped out for the shows that I like. And as a filmmaker, I would be like, I need CBS All Access. I want to hear what's the difference between working in a movie and a TV show. I want to see everything that's behind the scenes. And on top of that, I get to see it. I get to hear different directors talk about the same show, how they approach something, and how do you direct for TV.
Another thing that also came out with the release of Disney Plus, I got word that Disney said that, well, Marvel and Disney said that basically with the upcoming Marvel films, to understand what's going on in some of them, depending on what film it is, it's going to be required to know what's going on in the Marvel TV shows on Disney Plus. In my opinion,
Yes.
I think that's cross promotion. It's great. So now it's like, hey, now you got to get Disney Plus. If you're a Marvel head and you're watching these Marvel films, you got to go watch the show first, see what's going on, then go see the movie, and vice versa.
Yes and no. And here's the yes. Yes, I agree with you. A Marvel head will be like, yes, I need to watch this, need to watch that. They're all linked together. I want to know what I'm watching. But all these streaming services, and especially Disney, is making people go towards pirating, because now online services are turning into cable.
Basically.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know we said this before, but I feel like by the time you get all these damn cable all these streaming services, you're gonna pretty much pay almost the same amount of money that you would pay for cable.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm paying for Netflix. My girl's paying for Hulu. I'm paying for Amazon Prime. She's paying for Disney Plus. Okay.
Yeah.
So four streaming services. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, and I'm contemplating doing DC because there's a lot of good shows on there, and I want to watch Titans. Titans looks pretty good.
I've watched Titans.
So yeah, I think season 2 is coming out.
Titans is not as good as you think.
Really,
it's worth the watch, but it's not as good as you think.
Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna try to check it out.
I like the actor that plays Robin. I love the actress they played for Raven. Okay.
Oh yeah.
The actor that played for Beast Boy, he's not bad. It's just they don't give him a lot to work with.
Okay.
The guy who plays Connor Kent, Superboy, they picked the right actor for it.
So I just wanted, I know we're going to do a deep dive into the Mandalorian next episode. I just wanted to give a little quick synopsis on how I look at it.
Wait. Let me give my little fact about the Mandalorian. Why it's called the Mandalorian. It's not a Boba Fett series.
Go for it.
Because in the original contract with George Lucas, if you use any character that he created, you get a kickback.
Really?
He gets a kickback. So if it's Boba Fett, he gets a little kickback. If you create a new Boba Fett toy, he gets a kickback. But that's why they killed Han Solo. That's why they killed Princess Leia. That's why they killed Luke Skywalker.
So they can just start fresh with everything.
Fresh. And go, Lucas, fuck you. You're not getting more than the $4 billion we already paid you.
Wow, I was wondering why that. I'm like, why is everybody dying? Why are they getting rid of these characters? That's interesting. I did not know that. That's very insightful.
That's why it's the Mandalorian and not But one thing that I do love is Star Wars is doing something that's never happened before in sci-fi. Okay. And here's what it is. They're Latino actors and they stay alive. Poe Dameron, listen, Poe Dameron,
very true, very true.
The new pilot,
yeah,
he's Guatemalan.
Really?
Yes.
Did not know that.
The actor who plays the Mandalorian is Peruvian.
I got a chance to check out the Mandalorian, and I thought it was pretty good. I only got to watch the first episode. Pretty good. It's only one episode. I can't really judge it too much. Episode 2 is out, so I'm going to check it out probably later on tonight. And one thing that I got from it is that I get a lot of Wild West vibes from this.
Well, you're supposed to get Wild West vibes on it. They said they based the feeling of the movie with the Man with No Name trilogy with Clint Eastwood.
Oh, okay.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
One of the movies in the No Name trilogy.
Interesting. Yeah, because I saw like the way he was holding his gun, the way he was standing. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of Wild West vibes from this. And I thought it was really interesting that they, took that route. The director, creator, writer of this show is Jon Favreau. I can never say his last name right. He worked Favreau. He worked on a bunch of the Marvel movies and things like that. Awesome director.
He did the Iron Man movie. He directed that.
Yeah.
He did Swingers. He's been on a lot of different things. He's a good director.
Yeah, awesome. Interesting writer. And the show even though it's Disney, but usually when you see a lot of TV shows that come from movies or things like that, the quality usually goes down a little bit. Quality is great in this show. It's freaking amazing.
Well, quality has to be good. We have a different audience now. We have a mature audience.
Yeah.
Who now, if you don't keep them entertaining, you don't grasp them quickly,
they're done.
We have options. We have all shows on your streaming service, and we have all these other shows and other streaming services. We have YouTube,
Exactly.
Hell, in some cases, people would rather watch Pornhub than a boring TV show.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous, man. You're ridiculous.
No, but listen, I mean, you may think I'm saying it as a joke, but I'm being honest,
It's true.
Some people are just like, listen, I tried watching this show, nothing's working for me. I'll just watch some porn.
Go to
some
bed.
People are like that, but it's an option.
Yeah, true. So it looks good. I'm gonna, check it out a little longer and see how it does, and wait for my Marvel shows to start. And I'll check out the Mandalorian episode 2. See what it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna jump into our final show note for the night, guys. We're gonna just dabble into what happened at the XO19, which is Microsoft's Xbox conference that happened in London a few days ago. Just going through a few things that they talked about. xCloud, its gaming streaming service, now is going to support Bluetooth controllers. So if you're playing on your Android phone, you can stream games to your phone from your Microsoft Xbox, and you can connect any Bluetooth controller, such as a PS4 controller, which I thought was very interesting that Microsoft, an Xbox company, allows you to use a PlayStation controller via Bluetooth to play their games.
Do you know why they did that?
They don't want to alienate people or gamers?
Nope. They are copying Apple. Apple with the iPad OS, you can connect any controller to it.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's called xCloud. Wow, that kind of sounds like iCloud, doesn't it?
Just a little bit, which is only on Android phones right now, by the way. So anybody who has Apple cannot. Right now, they're having the testing beta phase right now with xCloud, and you can only do it. You can only sign up for it if you have an Android phone. So that sucks.
No, not really. I could care less.
You can care less.
I could care less. Because if it mattered that much to me, I can go buy an Amazon Fire.
Yeah,
Amazon
exactly.
Kindle, spend $200, on an Amazon tablet, and I could play.
So who do you think xCloud is for? They usually categorize gamers as casual and hardcore, and there's not really an in between. So what kind of gamer do you think would want to get a controller and play their Xbox games on their phone?
I think that's more for the kid who's traveling.
True. I can see that.
So you have your kids on a long road trip. Hand them the Android app. Here's the control. Leave me the hell alone.
Shut up and play your damn game on your phone.
Exactly.
Exactly. I can see that. I can see that. You know what?
I think it's aimed towards that, and is aimed for millennials who are like, well, I'm going to play my game on lunch.
True.
I'm going to play my game on break. I'm going to get fired because I played my game during work hours.
It's kind of like what we said earlier, options, giving your players options. You know, me personally, I'm not gonna, I don't really care for that. I don't play anything on my phone. I might dabble into like a small little quick game once in a while, but I'm not gonna say, oh, let me grab my controller, break out my phone. And I mean, if I'm like you said, if I'm on vacation, if I'm traveling, if I'm gonna be away for a few days, all right, it's an option. Sure, why not? I mean, and if you already have an Xbox, it's free, basically. So your actual Xbox console acts as a server that'll send the signal to your phone no matter where you are, basically. So
yeah,
that'd be interesting.
It's a great idea. It's a great concept. I think they're using their brains on it, but I think that's more of a substitute for you.
Yeah.
You know,
instead of a primary option. Yeah, I wouldn't use that for a primary.
Yeah, it's not like the Switch, you know, where it can be both, you know, on your TV and in your hands. You know, it's just a substitute. It's something else. We're going on a road trip. Here you go.
Yeah,
you know, we're gonna go visit your grandma, and the kid's like, "Oh, do I have to? I don't want to go." Listen, bring your damn Xbox iCloud thing, and you're fine. And the kid's like, "Yay!"
Yeah, I can just sit in the car and play. Yeah, sure, I'm down with that.
Yeah, while everyone's eating and talking politics, I can sit there and play my game.
Exactly. I honestly, being that you brought up the Switch, I think a lot of people were wondering how was Sony and Microsoft going to combat Nintendo, because the Switch, I think this current generation is the second best selling console next to PlayStation, and Xbox is right behind it. And Nintendo Switch hasn't even been out as long as the Xbox One, and it's the second best selling console this generation.
Because Nintendo are fucking geniuses.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, think about it, man. Let's go back to the Game Boy days. Okay. When I got a Game Boy and I eventually got it in color, I was like, oh my God. And some of the games on Game Boy, I would have loved to play on my television, but I couldn't.
Exactly.
So I was stuck with this mini version, you know, and you had to spend twice the money. Now, a Switch is now economical because there are some families out there that don't have that much money who can buy 2, 3, 4 consoles.
Exactly.
But they can grab a Switch. Here you go. Take it with you or play it on your TV. You got both.
That's awesome, man.
It's just genius. It was just genius. Absolute genius.
And honestly, I was really skeptical when it first came out because I played the Wii U and it was horrible. And then
I love the Wii U.
I didn't like it. The Wii U. I didn't like that controller thing. It was cool for certain games, but outside of certain games, I felt like it was such a gimmick.
The lightsaber game, the Star Wars lightsaber game, I think it was Jedi Academy, was awesome with it.
Yeah.
The golf game was awesome with it. The bowling game, the Wii Sports, essentially.
Oh, the Wii Sports is definitely like that. That's still considered one of the best-selling games of all time. The Wii Sports.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a great. I feel like Wii U was a beta for what the Switch is today, in my opinion.
I feel like the Wii U was their beta for virtual reality.
Really?
Think about it. You controlled it with your body.
Yeah, kind of in ways, yeah.
Instead of a monitor, imagine putting that on your eyes.
Yeah.
Virtual reality. I think that was their test platform for it.
I'm curious.
Could something where you're physically playing the game work?
Yeah. I'm curious to see what Nintendo would do if they would really dive into virtual reality, because I feel like right now streaming is the big thing in gaming, you know, like outside of like other media, streaming is the big thing in gaming. But I feel like virtual reality is like the next evolution of what gaming could be, and they're already working on that now. So it's next evolution. But
I don't like it. A virtual reality, because the experience of being so immersed is awesome.
Yeah,
but it's not like something you can share. Understand?
Yeah,
because you look like an idiot with the goggles.
Sony and Microsoft, their way to compete with Nintendo, being that Nintendo has picked up a lot of steam, wasn't to come out with their own mini console, but their way to compete with Nintendo is to come out with these streaming services where you're allowed to play your games outside of your living room. That's the way of keeping up with what Nintendo is doing because Nintendo is killing it right now. So I'm curious to see what xCloud does. I mean, if it comes to Apple, I'll try it. I'm not going to go out and buy a phone just to do it. But if it comes to Apple, I'll try it. Why not? It's going to be free. I already have an Xbox, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but you never know. Sony might go, "Hey, Apple, how about if we do this our version of xCloud on your iOS?"
Oh, that'll be interesting. I'm curious to see what Sony's gonna do because Sony, I feel like they're kind of falling behind on the streaming thing. I mean, they're starting to pick up a little bit with their PlayStation Now streaming service. They're trying to pick up a little bit on that, but it's gonna be interesting to see how things turn out with that.
Next, for Christmas, I'm thinking of getting Apple Arcade.
Curious. For Christmas this year, you're saying?
This year, yeah. I'm thinking of getting it for myself or for my girlfriend for Christmas.
I need to try it out. I
have an iPad Pro. I can just get a controller, and I want to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I did the free trial, but I didn't play all the games in time. It was only like a week, but I'm gonna try it out for a month. I'm gonna buy the service and just see how it is because I heard a lot of good things about the Apple Arcade. So, you know,
I heard it's really good if you have more modern gear.
Yeah.
Again, I have the iPad Pro. I'm actually gonna purchase video editing software on there. I'm gonna look for alternatives to Photoshop, and I'm trying to see if I can make my iPad my secondary machine for editing and everything else. Yeah. Yeah. I just the iPad Pro is really powerful, and it's ARM architecture.
Okay.
So and Apple's going to move to that in the next couple of years, and I kind of want to preview what it's going to be like.
Yeah, I'm actually planning on getting an iPad Pro pretty soon. I found a good deal on Daily Steals. So, and I definitely want to use it for like a second editing machine too, because a lot of times I'm running around and sometimes I want to edit a video while I'm out. Like this weekend, I was out this weekend, all weekend, and I didn't get a chance to work on any edits. But if I would have had my iPad, I would have been able to knock it out because doing edits on your phone, it's a little annoying because it's so small, and it's just too small for me. I need something just a little bigger.
It's great for Instagram.
Yeah, but for like editing, it's a little annoying.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
All right. That's gonna be it for the show notes. Do you have anything else you want to add into the show notes before we head into our recommendations?
I want to remind people about Team Trees, because for every $1 you donate, they will plant one tree. It is currently up to 15,547,490 people. Wow. And the goal of Team Trees is to plant 20 million trees by New Year's Eve. The website is actually teamtrees.org.
Awesome.
And donate. Let's see if we can get some more trees around, especially extra important since so much of the burning of the Amazon rainforest, so much deforesting because of lumber, and us losing because of Trump. We're losing a lot of national land and national parks. So the more trees we can plant, the better it is for the planet, combat global warming, and just cost you $1 per tree. If you can only do $1, do $1.
All right, so I'm going to jump into my recommendations right about now, and we were basically kind of talking about it recently, but Game Pass is my recommendation. It's like the best deal in gaming right now. I think right now, if you're a new subscriber, it's like $1 for 3 months, and if you have an Xbox, you just need to have Game Pass. There's no reason to not have it. Like they're adding games to it like crazy. I think recently they're going to be adding all the Final Fantasy games to it. They're going to be adding Kingdom Hearts. So, all right. So before we get out of here, Los, I want to know, when are you going to start streaming on Mixer now? Since you have a streaming account.
Wait, you cut out on me. Say it again.
Since you have a Mixer account, when are you going to start streaming? Like, are you going to do any like DJ sets on stream or anything like that? Or
I will do it soon. My goal is to start in January. To kind of go back to putting my mixes online and things like that. It's just, my father died a couple of years ago. I just kind of, my brain and my heart was still very much on my father, because I used to, I bought a home and my father lived with me. And my dad and I were very close. We used to come home from work. We used to have coffee together.
Yeah.
We used to watch a little bit of TV together. If I would DJ, he'd just walk into my room and I'm DJing. And my father actually liked house music.
Really?
He did. He actually liked house music. So he would listen to stuff and he'd be like, yeah,
Yay or nay?
So
Nice.
my DJing was a very big part of with my dad. And if I had a gig, my father would wake up when I'm coming home with all the equipment, and he would help me move some things and stuff, as much as
Wow.
he could, 'cause he was very sick towards the end. But yeah, a lot of my DJing was very, very much, like it just made me think of my dad a lot. And only now have I finally gotten over the hurt and want to go back to the joy. So in January, I'm going to start streaming and stuff like that.
Wow. I actually never knew that. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad used to hate my DJing when I was younger, but because I was so loud. But
Yeah,
then he
true.
saw that it really was a part of me.
Yeah.
And it's no matter how old I got, I never let it go.
Yeah.
So he just realized, he goes, that's who my son is. And, and he got into it. He got into house music and stuff.
Awesome. Awesome.
My dad specifically loved Afro house, and it kind of reminds me of disco in a little bit. So he kind of liked it. He did.
Awesome. Awesome. That is cool. All right, so we're gonna get ready to head out of here, guys. Lois, you want to lead the people off with the business, or do you want me to do it
Uh,
this time around?
no, I'll do it. Guys, don't forget, if you can, to try to help support us through our Patreon. Even if you can donate only $1 a day, it'd be a great big help. We do a lot of research for each and every episode. It's a lot of work. And even if you could only donate $1, it'll help us keep the lights on, help us keep us going, and help keep us motivated. So if you can, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for us on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to listen to the podcast. We're here on Mixer. And also don't forget about our Patreon. And KJ will have all the links in the descriptions. And yeah, help us out.
For
And don't
sure.
forget, teamtrees.org. Help fight global warming.
For
And
sure.
thank God the impeachment trials are out there.
Yes, thank God. Oh my, I can't wait. I can't wait. So yeah, the Patreon link will be in the description of iTunes. If you're listening to this on iTunes, once this comes out on iTunes or YouTube, we will have that in there. On Mixer, I don't have it up here on Mixer yet, but I will get it up here soon. All right, guys, we're out of here. KG and Los signing out. Peace out.
All right. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Oh my God.